Hey everyone, VG Trooper here with Off the Geek End. I told you guys to make a video about the chest, kind of showing off the functionality, talk a little bit about it. And so here's that video. First I want to say though, thank you for all the likes and retweets and follows and whatnot. I didn't expect anything like that off of creating this. I actually created this because I just decided I wanted something, a replica, life-size replica from Sea of Thieves because I love the game. And I knew I'd eventually just post it up to just show the community something really cool. And I didn't really expect this. I expected maybe 10 likes or, retweet or follow or something, but nothing to the level it's gotten. So thank you guys. I appreciate all the kind words and everything. Very much appreciated. Thank you. But this is the chest, Marauder's chest. Go over a couple little details about the chest itself. First, I want to say, someone asked what the hardest or most challenging part was, and to me, it would be that the most tedious part was making all of the metal detail because it required the carving and the shaping, painting, and all that, just long work because there's a lot of it on this chest. The hardest part, most difficult, would be cutting through this wood on this chest piece because I don't have a tool that can cut into wood like this, like within the center of a piece, rather than just cutting off strips of wood, which like this is. I obviously need to get a better tool before I start another one like this. But the Spectre project started because I wanted to do something cool for Sea of Thieves before it launched. I tried to make the launch window, it didn't happen, things came up, and it takes a lot of work to make this. I kept having to come back and change different things to make it work better. But as soon as I found this chest, which is actually a large keepsake chest at Joann's, about $30 or so, it kind of sealed the deal that, yeah, I'll give this a shot. If nothing else, then I just spent $30 on a chest I can use for something else or whatever. So it actually worked out. This actually is right shape. I measured the inside. It fits perfectly an ATX motherboard with an ATX power supply next to it with a little bit of room to spare all the way around. So it worked out great. That was my first goal. So I'm going to get that. Then I made sure I could fit the power supply height-wise in there on its side, and a heatsink fan, to be about the same size. So when I found all those, I knew I was more on track. So as soon as I got it, I had to come home, and there's 30 different strips of wood that came across the top rather than these type of pieces of wood to make up the top, because it was actually a round top, and I had to pry those all off and then cut into shape. So it was just one flat here, one flat here, one flat there, and then I had to find this wood, cut the strips, the right measurement and everything, and then nail those on, and that helped create that look from the chest, because the chest actually has that style of look. After that, it was just coming up with the different wood shapes here for go around. I know this is supposed to be actually a dark brass, but I found that out after I was halfway through the build and I already cut the wood and everything. So I said, there's no point. I'm going out my back. I liked how this looked anyway, so I'm not going to change that. It looks close enough to the game anyway. And then I found this is actually supposed to be a brass color, even though this is gold paint. But the gold is actually darker, so it comes out more like a brass than really a gold, which is perfectly fine for me. It's supposed to be brass. It looks kind of like brass anyway. Even if not, I think it looks great. I would have never known the difference unless they had pointed that out to me. It was actually an artist sketch that I found that says that and gave that information. The rest I actually didn't even use those sketches. I actually took in-game screenshots during the beta to come out with all the shapes and got side views, front views, back views, everything to figure out where everything went, did measurements in Photoshop and everything, which took quite a while because I had to base them around this box size, not the one that's in the game. But it turned out pretty good. I like how it turned out. These pieces here are actually 3D printed. I actually had to create these myself. Oddly enough, I just used the Microsoft's 3D building program for 3D printing and carved these up and 3D printed and then painted them. The little plastic, actually 3D printed dowel that's inside there, rod to allow for the hinge to work. These little bits here are 3D printed. They actually came off of a project from a guy who made a music box from the game. And he actually had these 3D print, part of his 3D print project. I'll link his Thingiverse thing below. So I just scaled those to what I needed. So there's 34 of these, 32 in this size, and then these sizes are slightly larger. So there's 2 of those, so 34 total. The rest is just, painted foam. I didn't use EVA foam. I actually used what's called pink foam or foam insulation board. Worked out easier. I should use EVA foam. I'll probably use that in my next one if I ever do one, is EVA foam, because it's a lot easier to shape and cut and whatnot. This is a harder material, which works better for this rim area, going around, because it's a lot harder, a lot better grip than this. This doesn't need that, but yeah, so that'd be my next idea. Going through, oh yeah, and these ones are actually craft foam painted with a metal, hammered metal paint, spray paint that I found at Lowe's. Same with these, hammered metal. Yeah, they don't have the shine, but that's because it's directly to the foam. But it worked out. I think they looked great. Opening it, you can see it's a fully functional, like I said, like I've shown the pictures. You got the full lid in here. I've thought about putting something in the top. I haven't decided yet. This tray, these actual wood slats, these pieces are actually what was on top of the chest. So you can see how they're very tiny. And underneath is a wood cardboard type of board that I used for the bottom and drilled holes. So there's actual air intake through the coins. It's not a whole lot, but there is a little bit of air intake. I've been able to feel it while the computer's running. It was built in such a way that there's actually a small gap over here that gives air intake, but also allows this to move inside of it because it has to be able to move, passively around that. So that worked out. On the back, you can see there's another set of hinge right here. That's actually the same ones right here, just modified to be an actual hinge rather than just to hold this. Latches. Inside, you can see there's the computer parts all laid in. You'll see more of that when I get to the back. Going around, there's the side view. A lot of these I've been showing off. In the pictures, they weren't seen as well. So there's the side view. You've got the handle and everything. And then here's the back, which was never shown in any of the pictures. And it's same as the idea of the back. These are actually reversed versions of what's on the other side, which is actually identical to the game used. You can see the hinges right here that pop through. And then to get to the PC panel, I made this magnetically attached panel that comes off, and you can see the computer components right there. I've thought about a couple different changes, adding like a bar mesh right here, but I figure once this thing's off, it's really not like the focus of, it's not like the focus isn't like how good it looks or anything like that. So I was fine how it came out like this. This spot actually will hold any 2-slot style video cards. And this is full ATX going all the way across. So it actually stops somewhere around over here. But it supports full ATX motherboards, full I/O size, and full ATX power supplies. So I can swap in whatever, really. Just not eATX, and you obviously can go down to ITX, micro ATX. And I think video cards stop somewhere around 10 inches if the power comes out the back of them. Maybe 11 inches if they come out the top of the card, which actually most cards today are at the top. So I can pretty much go to like an 11-inch. I'll put that back on. See, it's got a little bit of gap depending where you look, but nothing that bothers me. I mean, to me, it still looks great. I was happy with the outcome on that. And this is the side again. You got the handle, different design details from the side, and then back around to the front. So yeah, that's the basis of the project. A lot of work, a lot of fun, a lot of frustration times, but I learned along the way, and there's different things I would definitely change on the next one. Like I said, EVA foam there if I ever did that again, because the hard foam's actually a lot harder to work with and get to match up, whereas the EVA could be one continuous strip and it would be really easy. But yeah, that's the project. If you guys have any questions, post them below in the video, or if it's on Twitter, you can post them there. If you liked it, give a like. You go retweet, whatever. Like I said, I appreciate all the attention it's gotten before already. I never expected any of that level, but it's definitely appreciated because it was a lot of work, but a lot of fun at the same time, and I'm glad how it came out. It's very, very cool. But thank you guys for watching.